This mother got out of the car and forgot to pull the handbrake. When she heard her children calling out, she realized the car had already started rolling backwards. She tried to open the car door but found it was already locked. Seeing the car gaining speed, the panicked mother actually used her body to try to stop the sliding vehicle. Unfortunately, the car only stopped after running over her leg. The rescue team quickly arrived at the scene. The crew members were amazed to discover that this mother had used her own body as a barrier to stop the car in order to save her children. The team captain approached to inquire about the woman's injuries, but she insisted that he rescue her children first. The captain told her that the children had already been safely evacuated, but strangely, she kept repeating her request for the captain to protect the children. Everyone thought this was just the woman's reaction from being overly shocked. The crew used a jack and quickly freed the woman. Just as they were about to take her to the hospital, a car suddenly arrived. The woman became very nervous. It turned out this person was her husband. It was because of her husband's domestic violence that she had been preparing to leave home with her 2 children. Afraid of being discovered by her husband, she had panicked and forgotten to pull the handbrake, causing this accident. The woman pleaded with the captain not to let her husband near the children, but the husband insisted on taking them away. Although the woman said he had violent tendencies, the husband denied it. Without relevant evidence, even the police couldn't stop a father from taking his own children. Just when the husband was feeling triumphant, the captain suddenly called out to him, deliberately saying, "These 2 children don't look like you at all." This directly enraged the abusive man, who threw a punch at the captain. This way, the man was successfully handcuffed. Everyone laughed with relief, and the woman finally breathed a sigh of relief. Second story. They were actually playing sledding on a snowy road and live streaming the whole thing. They ignored the truck behind them, honking continuously and even shouted for it to go around them. The truck had no choice but to look for an opportunity to overtake from the oncoming lane. But just as it was accelerating, a piece of ice from the truck's roof flew down and hit the man. When the rescue team rushed to the scene, the man was in danger with the ice block lodged in his neck. The doctor found his blood pressure extremely low and heart rate too fast. Without timely rescue, he would soon die from blood loss. However, the ice block weighing dozens of pounds was stuck in his neck. If removed, it might cause his blood vessels to burst. While the doctor was unsure what to do, the firefighters came up with the best solution. They used a cutting torch to cut the ice block along his neck, then lifted the man onto the ambulance. But while transporting him to the hospital, the ice block on the man's neck melted, causing massive bleeding, and his blood pressure dropped rapidly. The doctor quickly used hemostatic cotton to stop the bleeding, but it wasn't working. As a last resort, the doctor decided to try using ice blocks. They grabbed a bucket and got out of the vehicle, then began collecting ice and snow from the ground. Just as the man's blood pressure was about to drop to negative numbers, the crew members finally came up with the ice and snow. To prevent it from melting again, the driver also turned off the air conditioning and opened the windows. Handful after handful of snow was pressed against the man's neck, and finally the man was revived.